Chapter 8: The Decline of the Sultanates. Brief background of the 5 phases of the Moro Wars. Stage 1: Arrival of Legazpi in the Philippines on 1571. Stage 2: Spaniards launch a conquest of Sulu and Mindanao. Stage 3: Buayan and Maguindanao attack of Spanish bases in 1559. Stage 4: Spaniards capture Zamboanga and builds a base on April 1635. Stage 5: Spaniards reoccupation in Zamboanga on 1571. Stage 6: Spanish invasion in Sulu.
Spanish policy in the 19th century was to control the Muslim sultanates, especially that of Sulu, because the British and the Dutch had a significant influence in Malaysia, which is near Mindanao. They used the piracy of the Iranians as an excuse. The Spanish invited the Sultan of Sulu aboard their ship to talk, but he refused. When the Spanish left, the Sulu warriors fired. Afterwards, the Spanish retaliated by attacking Jolon. The Sultan was forced to sign a treaty. However, the British did not like it because it interfered with their plans. The Spanish started moving on other Muslim territories, especially in Maguindanao. They established a political military government in the areas they held, which included law forming the government of Mindanao and sending Jesuits to convert non-Christians. However, the Spanish knew that the Zulus never intended to stay under Spanish rule. The Spanish noticed an increase in trade traffic in the southern seas, so they prohibited direct traffic under foreign flags. They seized German ships that entered the area and confiscated their cargo. The Spanish sent a flag to the Sultan of Sulu to put up in his capital, but the Sultan burned the flag publicly. The Spaniards then declared Sulu under rebellion. Zulus requested aid from Britain, but the Queen said she could not help Sulu because England was friends with Spain, so the Spanish continued their war in Sulu. The attack was too powerful, so the Sultan was then again forced to enter into a peace treaty with the Spaniards. Afterwards, the Spaniards initiated the Protocol of Sulu to repair bad blood between Germany and Britain. This allowed German and British trade in the Sulu archipelago.
William Wood Trencher, colonial secretary, showed a copy of the protocol to the Sultan. The Sultan does not see how the protocol would benefit. An Austrian adventurer accompanied by William Trencher started negotiating with the Sultan of Sulu. They were able to secure a lease from the Sultan. The area of the lease consisted of the Pandasan River all the way until Sibubu River and all the islands that lay 9 miles from the coast, all in exchange for $5,000 to be paid to the Sultan. A peace treaty was made between Spain and the Sultan. The British aimed to make sure that the peace treaty did not cause the Spanish to extend its territories to northern Borneo. The Waramentaros believed that the Sultan was too weak to oppose the Spanish officials, so they took matters into their own hands by attacking the Spanish. After the death of the Sultan, he was replaced by Badar Uddin. As Sultan, Badar Uddin made his village to Mecca but stopped by Singapore on his way. While there, he purchased 200 firearms from the British firm. This caught the attention of the Governor-General, so he invited the Sultan to pass by Manila on his way back from Mecca. The Sultan died. His death was followed by a battle for power between Datu Ali Uddin and Amirul Kiram. Amirul Kiram was the first to be recognized by the Spanish government due to him being the Raja ruler during Badar Uddin's time.
Harun al-Rashid was proclaimed in Malacanang as the new Sultan. He was merely a tool for the Spaniards as he had the ability to talk to other datus and sultans to accept the Spaniards. He then battled another Sultan in Palawan who controlled majority of it and eventually won it. He then helped Spain have it as part of their territory. For years, the peace was kept with minimal occurrences of violence, and it remained that way until the arrival of the Americans. The Spaniards then wanted control over Mindanao, and they tried to do it by battling a number of areas such as Cagayan de Oro, ruled by different datus and sultans, and they used violent or non-violent means to spread their sovereignty. This induced a number of datus and sultans to accept the offer made by Spain, and they knew refusal would come with consequences. Some of the datus were against this and feared that the other datus in the Polanchi area contested to the Spaniards. This resulted in the Spaniards attacking the Baluan area and conquering it as well. The Spaniards then built a Reina Regent fort to enforce their power over other datus. The Spaniards then sought to conquer Marawi and eventually succeeded. Some of the sultans decided to stop resisting the Spanish as it would only lead to Muslims' downfall. The Spaniards slowly continued to capture other areas of Mindanao, and they succeeded in doing so. The Philippine Revolution helped the Muslims in a way because they showed the rest of the country that they were also fighting for independence. However, this was short-lived as the Americans sought to do the same thing to them.